Hello, it's Ash and welcome back to my channel and welcome into this rest day stretch for runners. So if you are on a rest day where you've got no running today, no strength sessions, this is going to be ideal for you. Or possibly you've got more of a sort of recovery focused day with a shorter sort of recovery focused run. This sort of rest day recovery stretchy session is going to be ideal for you. We're going to come down onto your back. We're going to make a start into our session. We're going to take our feet as wide as the mat and we're just going to start to roll those knees left and right. Really easy, just starting to work into the hips, work into the bum and the lower back, and then we're going to do a little bit, tiny little bit of strength. So throughout this there will be little bits of strength, so that's why it's good to get a little bit of work going on. If you're starting to taper for a half marathon, a marathon or an ultra marathon, this is going to be ideal for you. So me personally, I've got an ultra marathon coming up in 3 or 4 days. 4 days, I just had to think about it then. I've got an ultra marathon coming up in 4 days time. So for this week, I am taking out all of my strength work, but I'm doing lots of stretching, lots of mobility, and lots of sessions that still have a little bit of strength in them, more body weight, but not too aggressive. Again, want to keep everything nice and light, especially if you are tapering. So we're going to make a start and a little bit more of heat now, getting the bum and the lower back nice and strong and just working into that area. So we're going to go into a bridge position. So press into the feet, send the hips up, squeeze the bum and just tap your bum with both fists. So just make sure those bum muscles are hard and active, because what can tend to happen here is the quads, the thighs will dominate and do more of the work. Just touch the lower back muscles, make sure those are doing some work as well. So those little muscles down the spine, the side of the spine and the bum, to keep holding, keep pressing into the feet. Now if your thighs start to bend quite a lot already, again you're probably quad dominant in this move. See if you can tap the bum and really squeeze against the tapping and breathe. Try to breathe in and out through the nose if you can. It's such a sort of strange thing to do, is just tapping your own bum. But that's how you sort of signal to the brain to tap again, to squeeze the muscle against the tapping. Okay, nice and slowly lower the hips down to the floor, and as the hips lightly touch the floor, squeeze the hips back up into that bridge position again, nice and strong and powerful. That's one. Nice and slowly down. As soon as the hips lightly touch the floor, squeeze them back up with a little bit of a squeeze and power. 2. Again, nice and slow down. Lightly tap and then squeeze with a bit of power and strength for 3. Keep breathing. Lightly down, squeeze and power for 4. Lightly down again. Squeeze, power 5. Down and squeeze for 6. 2 more. Down, squeeze, 7. Last one. And squeeze, pause and release. Good work. Okay, take those arms into a Y position. Take your knees over to the left and then nice and slowly over to the right. And just feel that stretch as you go from left to right now. Feel the stretch open up the side of the body through the ribs as you go to one side and then the other. I've not given myself enough space here, so I just banged my knee. Not good planning, Ash. Never mind. Okay, keep breathing. You can bring the neck into play. Maybe you roll the chin to the opposite side of where the knees are. Just an extra little bit of a twist. Make sure we're not holding the breath. And then we're going to get a little bit of a roll, so massaging into the back muscles, but also working into the core, strengthening into that area. We're going to come up into holding sort of the shins here and round the back. And we can just start a little bit of a gentle rock. So keeping your lower back and the rest of your spine nice and round, so we don't sort of slap into the mat. Just a few little rocks, squeeze the tummy muscles, wake up. And then we're going to come up to seated. And then I'm going to come onto your hands and knees now. Okay, we're going to go straight into the back again. So we're going to hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and we're going to round through the back and squeeze the breath out. and then press the belly to the floor, arch the back and bring the chin up nice and slowly. Breathe in as you do that. Okay, so focus, exhaling, rounding the back, really squeeze the belly button towards the pelvis. The belly button to the sky, the nose to the pelvis, belly button to the floor, lift the chin up as you breathe in. Again, don't be too aggressive, so think nice, smooth, controlled activation of the muscles down the spine, and really focus on tucking and tilting the pelvis. Okay, keep breathing as you do this. Nice, smooth way. And we're going to work into the shoulders and the upper back now with this one. So have a wiggle around. If at any point your wrists don't like it, you can come off and give those wrists a shake. Or you can place your wrists in a neutral position on the fists like this. That helps the wrists out a little bit. So from here, bring the left hand up into the air as if you're like a Superman sort of position. Flying through the air. I don't think that was the Superman theme. I don't think I'll get done for copyright on that. Yeah, I don't think I will. I don't know why I went off there. Left hand comes into the shoulder, nice and high. Reach up, open up, as if you look up to the sky, open up the ribs, and then come back down into that sort of Superman position. I won't do any music, although I am only making it up and humming it. Okay, inhale. Left arm comes up, opens up. Exhale, bring that hand back down to that same position. And one more time. Inhale, come up nice and slow. Exhale, come back into that Superman sort of position. And then bring the hand down, come off the shoulders and the wrists. Give them a little shake. Feel all of that sort of open stretch work. Breathe. If you're new to my stretches, you may think, what is this guy talking about? Why is he talking so much? I do talk a lot and I do wander off. That is my busy brain. Okay, nice and slowly bring that right hand into that Superman position. Nice and soft through the elbows. We're going to nice and slowly inhale that right arm up towards the sky. Open up the ribs and the shoulder. Feel that good stretch. Exhale the arm back down. Keep the hand below the shoulder if you can. 2 more times, nice and slow. Good rotation. Think about opening up the ribs. Reach the hand up to the sky. Feel that shoulder work. Bring it back down. Last time. Inhale up. And then exhale, come down. And then just have a little bit of a sway and move. Some waves or spirals. Wiggle. And then gently rock hips to heels. And as we come forward, step the left hand to the left foot to the left hand. Walk the hands to the top of the mat a little bit and wiggle that foot forward so we can open into the inner thigh, the groin area, maybe into the left hamstring a little bit as you move around. Keep breathing. And then step that left foot back. Let's go to the other side. Hips towards the heels. Step the right foot up as you come up. Again, have a little bit of a move around. Just encourage the body to sort of soften and wake up a little bit. Ease any stiffness out. One more time each side. Right foot steps back. Hips to heels, left foot steps. Have a wiggle around. Just feel, even that one time just makes it feel that little bit looser. Step the left foot back, hips to heels. Come forward, step the right foot. Again, notice, I can feel just that one little step. That first time has opened it up a little bit. Okay, step that right foot back. So this time, I'm going to step the left foot to the inside of the left hand. We're going to lift the back toes, tuck the back toes and lift the back heel. And then we're going to hop the back foot up a little step and then bring that back heel down on an angle. We're going to come up to a standing position. Head over the pelvis. Now that back foot wants to turn forwards on an angle. So it's on like a 45-degree angle. So we feel a stretch on that right inner thigh area, so the groin area. Hands to the hips, and then we're going to lunge down forward so we feel about a 7.5, no more stretch. And then what we're going to do, just push that front leg nice and straight so we ease out of it. And then just this nice sort of mobility, dynamic stretch. Relax the jaw and the shoulders. And breathe as you do this. So again, we'll focus on really pushing the outer part of that foot and heel into the floor. And as we lunge, we should feel that nice stretch, opening up that right inner thigh, but we feel some heat and strength work going in that left bum, left glute, left thigh, left foot as well. So again, they're all really valuable work for our stability, mobility, how we move, how our body functions. Okay, this time we're going to just bring that back heel up. It takes a little bit of balance. So we're going to bring that back heel up and hips face directly forwards now. Left hand to the left hip, right hand up. We're going to open up into the hip flexors at the top of the right thigh now. So that's where you should be feeling that, maybe going into the right torso area. So again, just a slight lunge down with that left knee. That should open up into a 7 out of 10, and then straighten the left knee a little bit, release it. You can just drop your left shoulder slightly and reach the right hand over the head to the left side. And again, we're sort of thinking about pushing that back heel into the floor as we then lunge down and lunge back up. Keep breathing, don't hold the breath. Smile. If there's a balance challenge to this, if it feels challenging, again, see this as a positive. It's helping you get better at balance. Okay, almost there. Okay, bring that right hand down. We're just going to step that back foot up a little step so that we can place the back foot nice and flat into the floor. Again, both feet and hips are pointing forwards. So we might already start to feel that into that Achilles tendon, right into the heel and into that lower leg, the calf muscle at the back. Now we're going to do exactly the same thing, sort of pulse down, but we're thinking about pushing that right heel into the floor as we lunge down. Relax the jaw and the shoulders. And keep breathing. So again, the main focus area is that Achilles and calf area of that back leg. But we will be getting some secondary work, some sort of strength work going on in that left bum, left thigh, left front foot. Okay, so from here, nearly there, we're going to bring the head and the chest forwards, and then we're going to bring the hands down, bend the knees, step the left foot backwards and come to your knees like this, and just feel the after effects of all that work. Have a wiggle around, well done. Okay, rock the hips to the heels. As we come forward, step the right foot to the inside of the right hand. Then just take that back knee up. And then from here, that left foot's on an angle, again, of about a 45-degree angle, so it's pointing forwards. Come up to standing. Hands to the hips. And we're sort of turning that back shoulder to face forwards. Now we're going to lunge down, find a 7.5 intensity stretch for that left inner thigh. And then come back up. Again, nice and slow and smooth with this. Keep the big toes pushing into the floor nice and strongly to help the stability. Have a smile. And you can feel that we're getting a little bit of work, but it's not too intense. It's just like a nice amount. You know, we're not doing a full strength session, but also it's not like a really easy, relaxing, stretching session. It's just like a nice amount of intensity. Keep breathing and smiling. Smiling always helps change the intensity of everything, and it helps lighten the mood. Okay, we're going to just come back up a little bit more. I'm going to bring that back heel up now and face the feet and the hips forwards. And from here now, right hand to the right hip, left hand up in the air. Drop the right shoulder slightly so we can just reach the head and the hand over to the right a little bit. And then same thing, we'll put lunging down, lunging back up. So we're feeling that in that left hip flexor area at the top of the left thigh, maybe going into the left torso. And pushing that left heel in towards the floor. Might get that in the left calf and Achilles as well, but we are going to focus on that in a moment. Okay, how does this feel compared to the other side? Does it feel as tight or less so, or about the same? Okay, almost there. Bringing that left hand down. Just hop that left foot a little bit closer to the front foot so that we can get that left foot flat into the floor. It always stays flat. Really pushing that left heel into the floor, facing the hips and the feet forwards. Again, we're going to lunge. Slightly bringing the head forwards. We're going to lunge forwards and back. Again, if you feel like you can go further with this, you could take the foot further back. If you need to back off, you can bring the foot further forward. So that's how you modify it. Okay, breathe nice and slowly with that dynamic pulsing. But having that mindset of, again, and not being really aggressive to the body, not really pushing it, not forcing it, just sort of teasing it. And I always sort of use the analogy of like kneading dough. When you're making bread, you have to sort of be gentle and caress it and be kind. If you start bashing it and being too aggressive with it, you can end up not having a great loaf of bread. I'm not a bread maker, but I'm sure that's what happens with bread. I think that was a good analogy. Anyway, it worked for my brain. We're going to slowly start to bring the hands down, bend both knees, take that right foot backwards, come into a kneeling position again. I'm going to have to adjust the mat. And then just feel, again, the after effects of that. Can you feel all of the work of the body that is stretched and moved and feels nicer? It feels refreshing. So in this sort of press-up position now, we're going to go in, again, it's almost like a press-up half downward facing dog. It's much easier for the shoulders, keeping the hands underneath the shoulders. Step the feet backwards and then push the hips into the air a little bit and then push the right heel. We're going to slowly pedal. Push the right heel, then the left heel into the floor as you bend one knee and then straighten the other. So we should be feeling that in that heel area again. Going up into the calf muscle, and depending on how tight your hamstrings are, you may be even feeling at the back of the thighs and the hamstrings. Again, breathe. Nice and slowly. Don't do this too quickly. Be kind. Again, knead the dough. Okay, I'm going to bring that knee down, or both knees down, and then I'm going to bring elbows down onto your forearms, take your feet backwards, touch your toes together, and then just give your shoulders and your jaw a little wiggle. And then just, so you're lifting the head and chest ever so slightly so the lower back muscles are switched on here. And a nice bit of work for the lower back. And you can slow the breathing down. And then you can just take a moment to appreciate this feeling as we come to the end of this rest day stretch. You can feel how maybe your mind has shifted and your body has shifted state from maybe it was a little bit tight and tense, and everything feels a bit more spacious, a bit calmer. Is that how you feel? Okay, so almost there. Keep breathing. So thank you for all of your comments. It's taken me a lot longer to get round. I'm having to just give a thumbs up, and I do read every single one. I'm not able to reply in full to every single comment anymore. It just takes so much more time. But I am very grateful for your comments and your thanks for the videos. It's great. I really do greatly appreciate it. If you're interested in working with me as your coach, have a look in the link in the description below. There's different coaching options there. You can get a free 7-day trial of me as your coach. I'm going to take a nice breath in as you breathe out. That's sort of like the signal to conclude this rest day stretch. We can come up, feel how we feel after that. How do you feel? So fantastic work. Well done for showing up and doing this rest day stretch. I hope you have, whatever you are doing, I hope you have a great day for the rest of the day. Thank you very much and well done.